I'm not sure if I can even show this. This game, well, it was quite controversial when it was released. But what isn't? People say that Joker movie is controversial for some reason. A movie about a clown? Seriously? There have been several clown movies that were a lot of fun. I mean, see, look at this one. Or this one. Or these. But I digress. Back to the game. I've heard a lot about it, but I never understood what made it worse than other titles. Sure, you are playing a guy on a rampage, killing a lot of people. Many of them unarmed civilians. But you can do the same thing in other games, and it often looks more realistic in the other games. But after hearing so much about it, I was finally able to play it myself. The game is played in the isometric view and is almost black and white. I guess it's supposed to make the game look hopeless. But I played something hopeless. I played Last Hope. There are worse things. Oh god, believe me, there are much worse things. That this game is rated adults only for violence, while there are more violent games, well, I don't quite get it. It really is probably just the themes and motives of the protagonist. Oh, sorry, I mean the antagonist, because he's a complete edgelord. It's probably AO because he can't stop talking about the big G, and how everyone is pathetic, and to be honest I'm not sure if the story is supposed to be disturbing or satire. I mean, look at him. Just look at him. Trench coat, black clothes, hair. The hair or whatever that is supposed to be. Also that shitty laugh. Wait. Black hair? Shitty laugh coming from Poland? Wait a moment. Well, anyways, this game that has a similar title like Doom, I mean, just look for yourself. It's basically the same, only in stone. This game actually, it's not that bad, but it's not great either. 5 out of 10. But I guess I should go into detail. You control the antagonist who introduces himself as...
My name is not important.
Oh, hi, not important. I think I'm the first one who made that joke. Haha, no.
And these human worms feasting on its carcass.
The not important antagonist is sitting in his basement, and we start a short tutorial, in which we learn the basics of the game. Well, to be honest, there isn't much to learn. But the basement is surprisingly big, and there is a lot of expensive stuff in it. I mean, there are explosives, guns, giant crates that somehow were transported down there. What is the antagonist's job? How could he buy a nice house in New York and all that stuff? He sure didn't work as I can tell you that. So poor, to earn enough to live they have to do YouTube videos and suck.
I will put in the grave as many as I can. It's time for me to kill.
After the tutorial we get the intro, and then the game starts. And I'm a bit confused. Do I have a plan? What's my goal? Do I really just kill people? Doesn't he want to take revenge on someone? Because he was chosen last in gym class, or someone who insulted him on the internet told him to KYS because he's not important? He was talking about the big G, and he will start that only with an AK, some grenades and no ideas in his head? Man, that doesn't sound that smart. I mean, if I would do it, I would... And ice cream. Lots of ice cream. So, we start our killing spree and then the cops show up. Then we kill some more. And then hide.
praise
There
destiny.
are also side objectives, which I completed for every mission because I'm not fucking around. I finished Aliens Colonial Marines once on Ultimate Badass. I'm serious business. Hurrah to Ashes. After the home level, we go into the sewers. Because of course we're going into the sewers. What else are we going to do? It's a game and there is shooting. So we go into the sewers, it's just logical. We always do that.
Got a lesson to learn.
Then we visit a marina. And then go on a train, which is actually a pretty cool level. And finally we have a goal. The Edgelord wants to blow up a nuclear power plant.
Where are we heading? The next station is near a nuclear power plant. That gives me an idea. Looks like a good opportunity for heavy casualties among this pathetic population.
I don't know why he didn't plan this before and suddenly remembered the power plant when he looked at the train stations. Okay, the story was written by an hardcore, may or maybe not Neo something, who loves the big G. Herr Warcrimer. Oh Jesus, can you be even edgier? Next, the truck stop. Oh, holy shit, this is already the third level that has the same name as a level in Postal Redux. This is Postal, just with more edge and more destruction. The destruction is actually a cool feature. You can tear a lot of walls down with explosives or by driving into them with a car. So you can surprise your enemies or just innocent people on the other side of a wall. But I wouldn't recommend driving in this game. I mean, look at this. Just look at this. It's terrible. You can't see that far. The controls are weird. You're too fast, and if you want to hit something, half of the time you will miss. Probably his hair's covering his eyes. But it looks funny. It's more fun than the last game of driving I've played. You can also sprint indefinitely. Roundhouse kick people, which I never used, and it wasn't mentioned in the tutorial, so I guess it's
not important.
You can perform executions to restore your health, and you can pick up bulletproof vests. The executions are supposed to be especially gruesome, but they are just finishers, and they are quickly done. A couple of times there was no tracking shot and sometimes I couldn't see what's going on. Rogue Warrior's finishers were worse than this in many ways.
Lights out, motherfucker.
But you could only kill enemy soldiers there. After the train station, we go downtown. And we get an achievement called Bill Williamson. A game with an achievement called after a character in an Uwe Boll film? That's quality right there. The next level is a army base. Well, that was close. And it's like Civi said, this level is bullshit. I knew about that, so I carefully drove to the front gate and shot everyone I could. Then I tried to get to the main objective and died a couple of times. After a couple of tries more, I made it, but look at this. Look what's going on outside the barrack. It's insane. Hatred is not a hard game. It seems that this edgelord can take a lot of damage. I wonder what his trench coat is made of. Because he can take a lot of damage and AI is not especially bright, we don't take that long to finish this mission. We take the C4 from here and then return back to the front gates and complete all the side missions, because I'm awesome. Finally we fight our way through the power plant, set the first explosive,
Clear cores.
run into a bullshit ambush, then plant the other explosives, and then go into the control room.
How do I overload the reactor?
I think there will be a problem in Sector 7G.
It will cause a massive explosion! Are you insane?
The G is for Genesis. After a short cutscene we can dial in a code for the reactor. Let me think. The gas station showed me 666, which seemed expensive even for today. And it's the number of the beast. The antagonist is one edgelord. 666 divided by 1 is 666. The solution is...
He's here!
So, the time has come.
And after that fun, the credits roll. Oh yeah? Up yours, you stink and you just copied Postal, you lazy mother... Oh, well, but I'm not a fan, you're just okay, so fuck you too. So, that was Hatred's story campaign.
Wait! There's more!
Oh right, Hatred only takes like 2 hours to complete, so they added another mode to this, survival mode. Here you can play as Edge Lady, Maniac Cop or El Diablo in one of these 3 stages and earn XP to unlock perks, weapons or new slots. It's okay, but nothing special or great or particularly good, but it's something that's better than nothing. Hatred is probably good to let off some steam for some. Making it so controversial was a good idea to get some attention, but the game itself isn't that special. You can get it now dirt cheap, and if you like to see some mindless carnage, a hilariously edgy storyline that makes you wonder if the developers were serious, then give it a try. The developer Destructive Creations created another game called ISIS Defense next, which looks quite bad and boring, and then they made Ancestors Legacy, which actually looks kind of like a real game, so maybe I will check them out later. At least cops didn't show up here while I was talking about this game. I was already afraid to talk about it, but everything seems fine. Yeah, nothing out of the ordinary here. Just me here, playing some games by myself. I'm so lonely.
Not important.